Good morning, crafty friends. It's Rena, and I've come to you from my actual crafting table today because I need more space to show you the project that I have today. This project's been a long time coming. It actually has been created for a couple of weeks, but I don't know why I've been weird about filming it. Like, I was afraid to film it. It was a lot of work, and it is for a very special lady on YouTube, and that is Linda, FaythChik777. You guys know we're in a swap, and this is the one thing that she specifically asked me. Well, okay, no, she asked me to create a My Besties project for her, but that was like just recently. This is something that when we first started talking about doing a swap, she specifically asked for, and it is it's kind of like a mini album address book for her YouTube friends. And I started making these. I made one for Sabrina, Sabs, and it was like one of those ring type ones, and then Bonnie wanted one, so I made her one in our swap, also a ring mini, and Sharon also wanted one, and I made her one that had rings as well. I know that Linda is very, very well loved here on YouTube, and I decided that she probably had a boatload of friends. So let me show you what I did. I created a serious major mini album for her, and I kind of went crazy, but Linda was so inspiring to me when I first started watching YouTube that I was compelled to do something that I thought was kind of grand for her. So this is how I bound the mini. She told me that she liked this paper. It's the G45 Botanical tea. So because it is a YouTube, for her YouTube friends, I thought Hello Friend was a perfect sentiment to put on the binding. So I used Botanical tea here as well as on the bottom. This beautiful, gorgeous, I mean super gorgeous trim is from Rosa's store, Scrap with Love, and it's SCRAPWLUV on Etsy. And I put it on this side as well. So this is the front. And when I first started thinking about doing this for Linda, I thought, okay, I'm going to have to use lots of texture and so forth and so on. And once I started creating it, I decided that this mini is going to be handled quite a bit. And when you add a lot of texture to a project, it has a tendency to flake off. And so simply because I knew that this would be handled quite a bit more often than a typical mini album, because it's an address book, I decided not to use any texture. And I hope that's okay, Linda. And let me get into this. Oh, forgot to mention a very important part as well. This is also a SaCrafters DT project because I used an amazing amount of beautiful SaCrafters products. Right here, ba-bam, friends. Love it. Love leaving it, the natural wood color. I also used a, what do you call this? A bird cage. And I did use a little bit of vintage photo distressing. And then I added some lace here and at the bottom. Let me actually lay it down and hold you like this. So yeah, I just kind of embellished it a little bit. I added some pearls here. This is some cut apart from some lace I had in my stash. And I added, glue strings. I added some pearls here. I had this little ribbon charm in my stash, and if you could see, it has a little heart in the center of it. And we all know why this is perfect for Linda, because she's finishing up her cancer treatment now, and she is a survivor. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. And I know that a lot of people have been supporting her and lifting her up in prayer, so I wanted to put that sentiment also from SaCrafters. So you could see all the embellishments that I used from the paper collection. I love this. A cup of tea warms the soul like a good friend. So this was just a perfect paper line for this mini album. And I did try to make a few flowers throughout. I followed Neen, which is JJ Showers. I followed her tutorial, and that's one of the flowers made with the paper from the collection. I added my own assortment of Wild Orchid Craft flowers that I received from Archana's Facebook page, and I added a little XO specially for Linda. Love that from SaCrafters. Alright, let's get inside. Okay, so this is the first page, and again, I have used a lot of, oh, and you know what I forgot to mention before I go on? This paper on the back, and I also used it a little bit on the front, you can see it under here, is not from the Graphic 45 paper. So if you're all just like, hey, that's not Graphic 45, it's not. That was the only sheet I had to add. So, okay, on. Here's another flower that I made, and not as pretty as Neen's, but I gave it a shot. I have a little crocheted flower back here that was gifted to me by Leonie in our swap. Some pretty laces. I believe this lace is again from Scrap with Love on Etsy, and then I added this little green lace across here. There's a beautiful Prima angel, and then this is a Spellbinders die back here. This is just a pretty lace. I think I got this from Suha Fuha, and a Prima resin birdhouse, and then more flowers, another handmade flower there, another one of Leonie's crocheted flowers, and then this is the first clock that you're going to come to. There's lots of clocks throughout this project because Linda loves clocks. So this is another SaCrafters piece, Dream here. And then in the middle is a poem about friendship. There is a miracle of friendship that dwells within the heart, and you don't know how it happens or where it gets its start, but the happiness it brings you always gives a special lift, and you realize that friendship is God's most perfect gift. And I thought that was a beautiful, beautiful sentiment to go at the beginning of an album that is to store YouTube friends' information. So let me show you that each page has a pull out, and I'm going to pull these out and not put them back until later. So name, birthday, YouTube, blog, address, phone number, favorite colors, favorite styles, favorite goodies. So there's a place for 3 on this page and 3 on the other side. Okay. I can't see. I made this a while. Oh, okay, no, that doesn't open. I made this a while ago and I can't remember. So let me see if I can. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to set you down. Okay, that helps. All right. On this page, we'll start at the top. It has a beautiful Venice applique back in the background. Love it. This is a Prima clock. and a couple of clock hands from SaCrafters. Another handmade flower in the center, surrounded by some Wild Orchid Craft flowers, and some little sprays from the Hobby Lobby wedding department. These are pieces from the collection. A few Wild Orchid Craft flowers, a crinkled seam binding bow, and then this opens up gatefold style. Room for added notes, and 1, 2, 3 friends information there, and it closes with a magnetic closure. Again, there is a pocket up here. I'm not going to pull all of these out, but there is room for 3 on this side and 3 on the other side on every tag. So let's see. I also added pockets on the side of each page, and I'm going to pull this first one out, and there's room for 1, 2, 3 on this page, and there's a Wild Orchid Craft flower and a SaCrafters wish banner. Then also on the other side, 3, and there's another SaCrafters banner. So on each side there's going to be the same thing and a banner, so that when the book is sitting, you're going to see all the banners going down this side, and then you'll also see all the banners going up the other side. So sorry guys, this is somewhat difficult to show. So you could see this is the other side of the pull-out, so you can see it there. And this is a big, beautiful paper from the collection. Another handmade flower and some other Wild Orchid Craft flowers. This I believe I had in my stash. Here's a clock, Prima clock. And this is a beautiful SaCrafters wood piece. And in there I put a cup of tea warms the soul, and there's a little teacup there. So this opens up, and there's a place for 4 friends information, and there is another pull-out tab. Okay, sorry, got a phone call. So this page doesn't look like it has a clock. Oh no. All right. So there's lots of laces and trims layered here. There's a peach, a white, a green, and a blue. And it all matches this paper line really well. This is from the collection. This is a SaCrafters angel. Another handmade flower with another Wild Orchid Craft cluster. Had this little bird nest in my stash. This is from a wedding dress that was, this piece was gifted to me, and I added a little Prima zipper pull at the bottom, and this Hope tag from SaCrafters. Another pull-out tag up here, and this has room for 6 names. This is a brand new die from Spellbinders. I love this die. And then this is, of course, is from the collection. And let's see, how does this one open? It opens like this. There we go. And then, of course, there's another large pull-out tag on the side, and there's room for 3 and 3 on the other side. So here's the other side with the love. Okay, I love this page. I love all the pages. I had this beautiful applique in my stash for a while. I added these Wild Orchid Craft flowers, and this one seems a little loose. I'm going to have to tighten that one up. This is from the collection, chipboard piece. And this is another Spellbinders die that I cut up and made work on this little wood piece. This is a beautiful crocheted heart from Leonie, and there is a, I always forget what these are called, a beautiful cameo piece back there that matches the collection real beautifully. And Wild Orchid Craft flowers, another handmade flower down here. Anyway, this one has a pull out, so this pulls out, and I'm going to leave it out so I can fix that flower. So there's the information. That's got 4 and then 5, 6 on the back. Alright, the next page has a little doily behind and some peach colored lace, I think from Suha Fuha. I forgot to mention on the other page, but then there's this pull-out tag here, this small one. Well, it's room for 6. Look at this clock I had in my stash. I love that clock. So it's like a cuckoo clock. Another handmade flower. Love this collection. Thanks, Linda, for inspiring me to use this collection. I just added some pearls to enhance the beauty of the paper. Another Prima cherub. Another handmade flower. And this opens. All these have magnetic closures. And this here is another wood piece from SaCrafters, and I just added from the collection onto it. It looks like a little stamp outline. I love that. Another wood piece from SaCrafters that says Sweet, and again this pulls out, and there's room for a total of 3 on this side and 3 on the other. And then this side says Joy. So this page here, these are just little little tags from the collection, and I thought if she wanted to, she could write the names of the people that are on the inside there. This opens up like that. There's another tag back here for 6, and then on this one, I had this spoon in my stash, and I added this seam binding bow. There's another applique back here and a flower cluster, but the spoon represented, you know, tea. So there's a teacup over here and a teapot over here, and then the spoon for you to put your sugar and to stir your tea. Alright, this page here has another SaCrafters piece, and this is her window. So I made it into a window and showed the hummingbirds, like the hummingbirds are outside the window. I added these wing appliques and a flower cluster. There's another pull-out tag back here for 6 names. And then you come down, and here's a beautiful resin piece that I had in my stash, and this is a butterfly cameo. I also had this tea bag that I got from Renee Bouquets. Super cute tea bags, Renee. And then this opens up. Boom, there you go. And it closes magnetic. Another pull-out tag here that says Adore. 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, and then on this side it says Fairy. And this page has a beautiful Venice applique with flowers for the butterfly center, and then a couple of tickets from the collection. I just layered some lace and trim, and then I added these applique flowers, and then I added these flowers from Archana's Facebook group, The Secret Garden, on top. And then this opens. The magnetics the magnetic closures are really strong. And then there's a little pocket in the front for a couple of tags that don't want to really pull out. 3 tags. I'm going to tuck in there. And it says, hello friend. And then this is the last page. And I used this beautiful lace from Rosa's store again. I added some flowers on each part. There's another pull-out tag This is a little teapot I had in my stash. And more of that beautiful lace. And parts from the collection. This clock. I bought this clock quite some time ago. And I knew when I bought this clock, this was getting hoarded until I was able to create for Linda. I love it. I actually wanted to put it on the cover, but just didn't work out the way I designed it. So I put it back here, framed it out with this wood piece from the collection, or this chipboard piece from the collection. And this back page opens up like this, and this is just for any notes that she wants to put about any certain people. I wanted to leave it blank so that she, and if she wants to use it for, you know, more names, that's fine too. So there's, like I said, there's a pull-out tag here, and then there's another pull-out tag here, and it says Life. And then on the back, this one says Faith. And then big kiss. I had to make this flat on the back. I couldn't put a flower here so that when the book lays down, it can lay flat. So there you go. That is the Not So Mini album. I love how the banners look. Boom, 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 boom. Like dominoes. So, Linda, I hope you like it. I hope it's not too difficult for you to keep your information in. I enjoyed making this for you. Thank you so much for all you do for everyone on YouTube. Just inspiring us, lifting us up, and, you know, knowing that when we need you, you're there praying for us. And I hope you know that when you've needed us, we're there praying for you. So, God bless, and I hope you enjoy this. Bye.